What's going on, guys? It's your boy Aydian here, and I just wanted to make a little video about the Bruce Jenner interview. I know it's been a minute since the interview was actually on, but I just got back from New York, and I want to dive right into it before it gets too late and too far behind. Many of you pointed out that you saw my face on the interview, which was really cool. In a lot of ways, just because I didn't see many other trans guys' faces, period, in the episode or anything like that. So that was really cool. And I just wanted to not, make this video too long, but just voice a little bit of my opinion. What do I overall think about the interview? I think it was really good, to be honest. I'm gonna say her and them when I refer to Bruce Jenner, because I know that they said they wanted to be referred to as he and Bruce, but I just feel, personally, for me, I'd rather say her, or them, or they. So when I say that, that's who I'm referring to as Bruce Jenner. So I didn't think that her really needed to bring up some of the topics they did. And yes, they were very short, but they were brought up. The fact that 10 trans women of color have been killed in the first 8 weeks of 2015. He brought that up. There's a high rate of teen suicide. He brought that up. 49% of transgender people claim that they've attempted suicide. I think he brought up a lot of points. I really do. And I think one of the biggest parts of this whole interview that was the best is that it reached a wide range of generations. It reached my mother's generation, who saw her as Bruce Jenner, the Olympian. Then we have this new generation that know her as Bruce Jenner, the father of Kim Kardashian. I mean, end of the day, right? The Kardashians. That's her second coming, almost. So you reach people like me and younger, as well as you reach people like my mother and a little older. I think that's a big deal. I think the fact that people who saw her on the Kim Kardashian show can be kind of like, this idol that I Kim Kardashian thinks it's cool, and she finds a way to be accepting. Maybe there's room for me to be accepting. Maybe there's some room for me to be enlightened, okay? Then there's people like my mother's generation who say, oh my goodness, this person who was an Olympian and was the ideal father figure, the ideal champion athlete, the person that you wanted to be. If you wanted to be successful, you would look up to this person. Well, that same person who accomplished all those amazing things was the same person that you see now. Except they're starting to identify how they identify, not how society has been identifying them. So, I think that's really cool, and I think that's a good focus. It's a good main focus. The one thing that I would say about the Bruce Jenner interview that I personally did not like was the fact that 95% of transgender people, we don't have the means to just go away and come back the new person. We live years, if not lifetimes, in this in-between stage of being pre-T but identifying as a man, or starting your transition into womanhood, but it takes 6 months to get all the facial hair removed off of you. There are these in-between stages that it seems like, or at least what was portrayed in this interview, was not everyone goes through that. That all of a sudden we just wake up one day and we start wearing women or men's clothing and we start to look and act that way, when that's just not the case. And I think that it just comes with the privilege of class systems in America. I mean, her is able to have the means to just fly to wherever and spend as much money as needed to look the way they would like to look, when, like I said, 95% of us, we don't have that means. So that's my biggest thing that I felt stuck out the most, is the division of class and the privilege that this born white straight male, acquires money and can change like that. I don't know the whole history of her and the small details they gave us in the interview were pretty much that her didn't have this spectacular life their whole life and worked really hard to get where they are. I find ambition in that and motivation, but at the same time, there's still a big difference between the average trans woman's struggle of transitioning and hers and their transition. It's a big gap, and I think it should be acknowledged. But I also like to see the big realm of things. I understand that by doing this interview opens up a huge range of people, like I said before, from, you know, older generations to the youngest generation we have now. It opens their eyes a little bit. And that is what is going to give us, as a community, the opportunity to start opening more doors, okay? So I can see the fact that somebody like her, who has all this fame and fortune surrounding her, it's good that they come out and use that opportunity, because what's going to happen is they're going to open doors so other people can open doors, so that other people can open doors. And we use the privileges that we have for the help of other people who don't have those same privileges to kind of push them through. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there because I think I made all my points. Alright guys, that's it. Peace. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, check me out on all my other platforms, and don't forget to vote!